Why you should only trust native translators? Have you ever heard of the native speakers principle? Why is it so important when hiring a translator and why it matters to you? If you will follow me in this video, I will clarify these as well as other additional doubts. Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Antonino, I'm an Italian video translator and I help companies reach their Italian-speaking customers by translating English videos. It's also known as the mother tongue principle, and it's a key quality standard in the world of translation, stating that translators can only translate into their native language. Thus, for example, a British translator who is fluent in German will only translate from German to English and not vice versa. In other words, a translator's mother tongue is the only language into which he or she translates. That is the target language. Every good translator, of course, needs to be fluent in both the languages in which they work. Professional translators will only translate into their native language. Translators who can translate back and forth seamlessly in the same language combination will be extremely rare. Though there's plenty of translators who actually do so and claim to produce work of equal quality in both languages. Translation is not just about conveying the message of a source text. It is about producing a text that can actually stand alone by itself. It should be read like a text that has been created in the language in which it is written. There are two main reasons why the native speaker principle is important: grammar and culture. The translator must not only have absolute mastery of the language of the target audience, but also an intimate understanding of the culture of that audience. For this to happen, the prevailing wisdom is that the translator should ideally have been born and raised in the target language and culture. And on the other hand, native speakers know all this grammar instinctively. Native speakers of course know how to write in their native languages. They've been doing it their whole lives. Many clients also mistakenly assume that translators are capable of translating in both directions. And translators who do so often get away with it, precisely because their clients don't know any better and often are not strong enough in the target language to spot the inevitable errors. But why do some translators translate from their native language to a foreign language? The practice of translating both ways is a result of the interplay of market supply and demand. In other words, there is much demand for translation into the foreign language and simply not enough native speakers to do it all. But now let's do a quick recap. A translator's mother tongue is the language into which he or she translates. In other words, the target language. A translator who can actually translate both ways are extremely rare. The two main reasons why the native speaker principle is important are grammar and culture. I hope I helped you clarify those doubts. Now I'd like to talk about what I can do for you. Now there's something very important. I left a link in the description to contact me. If you're an entrepreneur, a manager, a filmmaker, or you're dealing with videos and you're looking for translators who can translate videos from English to Italian, have a look in the description to submit your project. See you soon, bye!